Hi everybody, welcome back to Sunya IAS. If you're preparing for Mains 2026 or beyond, here I present to you the Vajra batch, which is a component of the Mains Bootcamp Plus batch. In our last session, I had spoken about the Mains Bootcamp Plus batch. I'll now focus here more on one of its subcomponents, which is the Vajra batch. Now, in one line, Vajra batch gives you all the content that is needed for all the GS papers, GS1, GS2, GS3, GS4, as well as essay. So first, let me tell you what are the features, how we plan to take the classes, what is the schedule, right? All of those details I'll tell you, and then further details I'll also be briefing you. In case somebody is not aware, again I'm repeating that this is the part of the Mains Bootcamp Plus batch, and when I'll be discussing about Vajra at the end, I'll again brief you about it. Okay. However, if you want to know more about the Mains Bootcamp Plus batch, yesterday we had a live session outlining all the components of it. One of those components happens to be Vajra, right? Now, when we have to write answers for mains, one of the main lacuna that we have is our content is sometimes scattered or it is not updated. In both the cases, we fail to revise, we are not able to present good answers, and then that becomes a loop. To solve that in a very organized and a time-oriented manner, we have a Vajra batch. And in this batch, within a span of 2 months, we cover the entire mains classes for GS1, GS2, GS3, GS4, as well as essay. Now, these Vajra classes are unique in the sense these are day-long classes. So let's say we meet on Monday, and in the entire Monday, we cover one single subject. It can be IR, it can be social justice. And what is the USP of these day-long classes? Normally, for even subjects like IR, internal security, where you get 4 questions in mains, sometimes institutes can take 10, 15 classes, and that subject keeps on going on and on, right? Here, what we have done, we have gone through the PYQs extensively, and we have distilled the content. So you will see sometimes 8-hour classes, sometimes even 10-hour classes, okay? 11-hour classes, exactly to the point, where we are discussing on the keywords, on the presentation, on the discussion, expected questions, and all these videos are also on YouTube. The last year's videos of Vajra, you can see, and even from these videos, direct questions in mains have come. In fact, for many of the subjects, the questions that we have discussed, the content that we have delivered is good enough to get ranks. Right? So what do? We have the very first component within Vajra is your day-long classes, and you will have 2 classes a week. For bigger subjects like polity, economy, this will require 2 classes. However, for smaller ones like internal security, governance, the entire part will be done in 1 class, and that is the USP of it. And you will also understand that how we will be compressing the entire main syllabus in a span of less than 2 months. Because time is very crucial. So this is one. Now, when your class starts, you will also be getting proper summaries and handouts. Now, if you're able to look at it, arbitration in India, everything that you need to know, okay, in very short, proper content, mind map form, the proper headings you have, and the faculty is going to help you enrich it, add it, help you understand it better. So, it is not that there is mindless dictation going on and the class takes way longer time. So here, most of the things we expect you to have is there with you. Anything that is important, that we help you in value addition of it. So again, I'm repeating, these classes are very unique. You will not find classes like this in the market. The entire subject gets done in 1 day. Of course, the bigger subjects that will be done in 2 classes, right? You have very good summaries that are given to you and you enrich it in the class itself. And these summaries, etc., are a combination of Shunya books, the best content that is there for these book part. Okay, a lot of insights from the PYQs. So when you have this, and in fact, not just UPSC, a lot of our students even use it for the state exams. Because there also, many state exams have the exact syllabus like UPSC. So even if you're preparing for it, and people have used it for UP, Bihar, and the current exams, like there is an HCS mains going on, which is supposed to happen, okay? So even in Punjab, so this has been very useful, okay? So that is the first part I wanted to tell you. Now, so what are we doing here? All the GS subjects, essay, that we are doing it in a very exam-oriented format. A lot of value addition will be done, enrichment for the topics, okay? The 2 classes a week I have told you, right? So that means you are free in the other days, right? The other days can be utilized for your optional, because optional also needs a lot of efforts from your end. So that is there, right? Now here, portions like history, okay, and for example science and tech, that will provide you in the recorded format. All the other portions we will be having it live, okay. Now when I say live, if you are in Delhi, you can do this offline as well, right? If you have a hectic job, or maybe on certain days you're not available, you can see the recordings also. That means so recording will be available for the days, let's say you are missing it, the entire program, the recording of that will be available. Additionally, we are also giving you the complimentary recordings of the previous batch. So the moment you join this, the previous year's recording of all the subjects will be available to you. Why is that? Because let's see, we will be covering the subjects as per our schedule. Let's say you have an upcoming exam. Some students have mentioned that they have an HCS exam on 27th, right? So if you want to cover some topics beforehand, these complimentary recordings will be very useful, right? So complimentary recordings we are giving you of the previous batch, and the whole batch, which is the current affairs, all of that part is going to be covered live with you, right? So that is there. So that is the USP of the Vajra batch, right? As its name, it is going to equip you, empower you with all the content and the confidence that is needed. Fine. The syllabus completion gets done in 2 months, and we have completed these batches within the time frame, because again, for you students, most important thing is subject should be done in a time bound manner, okay. So that is there. Now we have these classes in case you happen to be in Delhi, all the core faculty that is going to teach here. So the best thing is to have the experience in the offline batch. However, if time does not permit, again, you can do this online live as well as in the recorded format. So even that is available, right? Now, last year only 2025, we have top rankers, including rank 75, who have used our content, because we cover the entire syllabus in a short time. So we have proper rankers from these batches, as well as a lot of students who have benefited from us. Okay, just a small snapshot of the feedback the students have given, because it has, even in very popular coachings, many times many of these main subjects, there is hardly any notes, there is too much of dictation that is going on, people don't have proper summaries to replicate in the exam. So we've had a lot of good feedback. In fact, if you have any of your friends, just ask from them how has been their feedback of attending the Vajra classes. Okay, so some of the feedback, for example, how the students have liked it, how it has helped them, this also I've wanted to share this with you. Okay, now like I said, this is one of the component of mains bootcamp plus batch. So the long classes, the component 1, this is your Vajra, okay, where we cover 2 classes a week. Okay, complete GS plus essay coverage is there. We have the main 1-page summaries. Okay, now just to help you again understand it, the schedule of the Vajra batch is also uploaded on our site. So we are beginning from 31st of May, right? There's an enrichment section, very popular, we have it every year, data and facts, and many of the toppers see this, right? You have mains current affairs classes, and very proper organized manner, ethics class, social justice, right, governance, polity, IR, all these things are properly done, economy, internal security, geography, right? So almost at the end of July, we're completing the entire syllabus that is there, right? So again, this will help you plan your things better, right? And again, like I've told you, this is one of the components of mains bootcamp plus batch. Second component, in case those who are interested, I'll just brief you, is on day 2. So for example, on Monday, we have done the class. On day 2, we are doing the PYQ practice of it. Okay, and this is short. You are given 5 to 7 questions, right, which you will write, and you will get handwritten model answers for that. And there will be a video, a recorded video, around 1.5 to 2 hours or so, which will give you certain templates to write these PYQs. That is day 2, the component 2. On the third day, there is live answer writing practice. Okay, so in live answer writing practice, you have 1 hour, 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. you are expected to write 7 questions. So whatever you've done in the class, reinforced by PYQ, supported by live answer writing. Component 1, 2, and 3 is mains bootcamp. right? However, if you want to take it to the next level, that is Bootcamp Plus, which integrates the test series as well. So the moment, let's say, governance, IR, social justice, polity is done, now you write the entire test of GS2. So FLTs are also integrated in that, because live practice is for 1 hour. Even 1 hour is very important, otherwise we miss it. But after doing this, now you want to be prepared for the real test, because in UPSC you have to write a 3-hour test. Many times we directly jump to a test series without knowing the integrities and nuances. This is how we systematically want to help you out, right? That is there. Again, like I've mentioned, even the specific modules are available. You can have the Vajra module specifically only if you want to do the classes. Only if you want to do PYQ practice, there is a Eklavya batch which you can avail. Okay. However, if you want to club everything and get a very good offer in terms of value that you get, the entire thing is known as the Mains Bootcamp Plus. So Bootcamp and Bootcamp Plus, a very big difference is in Bootcamp Plus, you have 15 full-length tests. In Bootcamp Plus, you have dedicated super mentorship support. Okay, so there are a lot of value additions in, if you let's say take this, that was my whole idea, to tell you what all is there. The last thing that you would also again want to know, how to register for this. Okay, so here you can fill a form, the team will contact you, you can again discuss with them. If there is anything that you're not able to understand, there's a Google form, we'll be attaching it at the end of the video. If you're very much convinced, directly you can subscribe from the Sunya IAS website. Okay, if you happen to be in Delhi, okay, or Jammu or Bangalore, Ahmedabad, our offline centers, from there also you can go and enroll into these programs, or directly you can enroll from the website. For queries, you can fill the form, and you can also contact us on the numbers. Even these numbers will be available in the website and even in the YouTube description section. Okay. Additionally, because the core faculty will be taking the classes, including myself, if you want to be in touch and if you want any component, you want our opinion, you want that, sir, help us understand this part, okay, how, or maybe any syllabus part, you please tell whenever you get a call from the team that you want to speak to the respective faculty. Okay, for example, my name is Amritansh. If you want to speak to me, you can again let the team know, you will be connected with that. Okay, so again, telling you that we have a Mains Bootcamp Plus batch. One of the component is Vajra. I've told you all the details related Vajra in this short video. Okay, so again, looking forward to see you in the classes, and this will help you make the best use of your time and give the best effort for mains. Okay, thank you.